So we've got a Fighters Pass 2 matchup here, Min Min versus Joker.
Oh, Min Min, Fighters Pass 1. Joker's
Oh, Fighters Pass 1 versus 2, excuse me.
Yeah, 1 versus 2, true.
And these have been two of the more successful DLC characters as well. At least we have kind of like the old hotness versus the new busted.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah,
Joker
sure.
was looking like he was going to dominate the game for a long time, but then Min Min came out. It's like, wait a minute.
Right.
Nice
Although I will say, I mean, technically Joker should be winning this matchup, having insane airspeed and good combos. You can really mess with Min Min's game plan if you're able to get around the arms. But any character worth their salt hopefully will be able to do so. Even then, Lasag knows how to be consistently throwing that stuff out to cover as much space and time as possible.
You just kind of have to weather the storm. Like the second that you get your feet set and you're able to actually play the video game, then you can like do really well. But the problem is that when you're carried all the way across the stage and then forced into an offstage situation, that like long-lasting neutral air, it just eats the character alive. What do you actually do when you have a tether recovery?
I totally understand. Okay, trying to read the roll in with a grab. Now the grab is incredibly important for Min Min as you get that integral power up, being able to do more damage and knockback with your Dragon Laser, among other things.
You're just dead out of that, aren't you?
But this might, okay, had the jump.
Kept the double jump, and then also Lanon decided not to go off stage. I was super surprised on that. We figured Arsene was just about to come out. I thought for sure we were going to see it back here, but speak of the devil, we got it right there, and that is enough to kill like 108. Good God.
For sure, and like over, you know, almost 70%. Now we're getting a little bit more, and the damage is starting to rack up damage and reducing the time that Arsene can actually be out on the field, which is really important. Trying to get some of these bigger hits. You can see why they went for the Ram Ram, because they want the faster option. Joker able to basically combat that with his speed of his own.
I'm really digging just the reactions of Lanon for this edge play. It feels like he's not overextending. He's not tossing out a bunch of aerials haphazardly. Good footstool, though, right there.
Yeah.
By Lasag. Gets full stage control. Have to make something happen here, down by this much. But no, the tether recovery is a little bit hard to two-frame right there.
Yeah, incredibly hard. And again, being able to continuously do that for at least 3 times is really important. Lanon not getting caught by the Ram Ram where a lot of characters would be, but there he is getting clipped and bringing it to a second stock. Lasag still fighting back, but this might be too little too late.
Great chakram, though. I love that aggressive option off edge. Yep. You know the Lanon's trying to wait you out and react to your options. Just go ahead and smack the man away from it. It's like, no, I don't need to go ahead and play passively here. I can be aggressive every now and then.
No, you're right, you're right. All right, Arsene, Big Brother going to come to finish the job and looking for the clank with the Aegon. Not surprising because it is the down air, but there we go. That is
not quite. At 170%, still able to survive, and then able to dodge through the bullets just to get the knife.
Yeah.
The forward tilt at edge, it lingers for so long, and your animations are a little bit slower when you are at that high percent. So when you get those lingering hitboxes, at high percent, you can just toss them out, and it is never safe to stand or get up against them.
And Lasag has been going using normal get up quite often in this set. Lanon kind of picked up on that and then brought it right home with a fast fall into the forward tilt. That's going to be the coverage he needs to take game 1. Lasag, hopefully this music counter pick is going to make the difference here. We aren't going to see any character swaps, I'm sure of that.
Well, right you are, Nerf, so we are getting right back into it. The question becomes, can Lasag adapt to that speed? It felt like after the 2 stocks that Lanon knocked off first, he seemed to understand what he needed to do. He brought the tempo down a little bit, and he was able to actually play neutral. But if you are liable to get your stock stolen relatively early, you're never going to have a good time.
I mean, here's the problem against Joker. Once he gets you off stage, you don't get to set the pace. It is all Joker.
Good down air right there, a little bit of a disjoint, and you never expect that at that like low height too.
I know. Okay, not going for the Dragon Laser, a little bit uncharacteristic for some Min players. Even at that range, you kind of want to go for the Dragon Laser, but Lanon has been doing a good job of punishing that, so I can understand the choice.
Down tilt into neutral. Good damage so far here from Lasag. The question just becomes, can you ever get center stage? Like, good God, Lanon's stage control has been immaculate. And that little gun, that's all it takes.
Yes.
Just one bullet and pump.
I mean, he had been consistently going for that, so there is no surprise that eventually it was going to work. But these grabs actually going to lead to a quick ledge scramble, but then Lasag's back in the corner again, and Arsene now pressing down even harder.
And I don't know if it's just a feature of this matchup or if it's particularly Lanon's playstyle. I can't remember a Joker hitting this many dash attacks. It just seems so consistently good for claiming space against Lasag. So if this is a matchup knowledge here from Lanon, then I respect the heck out of it.
For sure, for sure. And even then, the tether, able to get yourself back. You have to go with the Mega Wall, but then quickly switching out to the Ram. The Rebels Guard not getting punished. Lasag kind of fumbling the bag when given it, practically for free.
Again, trying to get that gun, but
whoa!
Option. And even though you missed the tech, the hit was so weak.
And he gets the stock. No matter what, Lanon, another 3-1 lead here in game number 2. This is looking a little bit like an uphill battle, but Lasag still unable to get anything off the up throw.
Just charge it. Oh,
okay.
No.
All right.
That's so unfortunate.
And the call-out down airs have been getting something here. Now, power up with the grab. You know you got to get something. That is going to do it. And now, Lasag, again, not going to get 3 stock for 2 games. So he's still looking for a way back in. But Lanon, if he's able to replicate what he had in the last one, this could be all but done and dusted.
I love that extension. It's so good by Lanon. The control off stage, unparalleled. Lasag, it feels like if you were able to toss out those unexpected aggressive options, you can get back. But the second that he's trying to play passive, Lanon eats him alive.
Exactly. So Lanon knows how to press his advantage like no other in this set right now. Lasag still unable to get any of his ranged options with the arms that he's looking to get. We know that Min on ledge and even off stage can be rather volatile. However, what can you do if Lanon never really gets into disadvantage state?
It just never feels like Min has been able to set up. And that, with this character, you absolutely need to be able to eat that. Gotcha.
Anyway. So let's see. We're going to the battlefield, and this is a very interesting swap. He's kind of smiling as he does it, but it is the Incineroar that comes out right now. What is happening?
That's certainly one of those where it's like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and take a trip down the tier list just a wee bit, but I mean, Incineroar is a character that if you do not respect him, he will destroy you.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, but this is going to be already a great start. Incineroar knows how to make this rage work for him, and if you're able to get some of these good revenge procs, that could be all but necessary against how Lanon is playing with the locks and everything.
Also, on this stage in particular, I think that a really underrated version of Incineroar is the fact that his up air and up tilt are so good at sharking underneath these platforms, he can make it very difficult to land. The problem is that gun is transcendent, so your hitbox might be solid, but his is better.
That is true, but okay, you're getting a dash attack on shield. That is unsafe, my guy, and finally we're seeing Lasag with the shield discipline necessary to punish that move. He is going to go for the lariat, and it actually clips, so doing more damage and getting Arsene out of there faster. However, with the last breath, he gets the stock. Okay, looking for the up airs. These are going to be some nice ladders. Taking him to battlefield might not have worked in your favor.
Spot dodge into the neutral B, though, so good attempt to release a little bit of pressure, just unable to get that platform drop back air. It looks like Lasag frames away from claiming that stock.
Yeah,
does get the whip, though, and going to go up, but great DI there from Lanon. Not going to get tricked into a little bit of a complacent assumption that you're just going to get knocked down.
Yeah, for sure. At this point, you can just out-tier this character. You know you've got the Disjoint. You know you've got so many more things, but the up B still muscles his way back in. You got to take the stock somehow, though.
That's the second time in a row, too, that we've seen Lanon use the get-up attack. Good recognition that Lasag trying to toss out hitboxes, and then the really errant up B right there. It's a little bit of a taunt to the top platform. You know he's struggling to get that kill. He's like, all right, I need to power up myself a little bit. He gets the stock right after it.
Gets the stock, and then taunts, and then Delta. I mean, he knows that he's got to get himself back in the game mentally or physically, and right now it doesn't look like he's going to get anywhere except on the ledge.
Spot dodge right there, but Arsene is back online here, so getting stuck on the platform into the forward air, but great revenge breaking out of that string.
Very true, but still these grabs coming out right now. Lanon able to get so much off the platform, and then more. Getting the backer with the Arsene. That's going to be a quick 3-0 triple 2 stock.